Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids, and oh boy, brace yourself for a shocker today. Oh my god. As always, as we always do when a new fusion comes out, I'm going to be breaking down in today's video the event calendar, how things are going to fall, what to target, yeah, it's something else. I will apologize, by the way, in advance if I'm a bit sniffly throughout this video. Absolutely dying from hay fever. It's like the worst year for hay fever in living memory for me now, and at least the last decade, I'd say, in Ireland. It's been rough, but yeah, so apologies in advance. One thing I do want you to do before I break down what is so shocking, we're going to have a giveaway running. So some good news in today's video. There's going to be 5 winners. We'll get 540 gems each. Oh, and by the way, I did do a couple of giveaways for Call of the Arbiter back from the first episode. So I still have to get those sorted and send them on. Make sure just to check back on those comments if you entered. Make sure your number is there if you were picked as a winner. I'm going to be trying to sort that out later today and tomorrow. But the giveaway here for today, very simple. I did a poll. I did this poll on my live stream for CVC, right? I said, are you going for the fusion? And at that time, 21% said yes, 23% were undecided, and 56% said no. What I want you to do in today's video, bearing in mind what I'm going to break down for you now, let me know. Put your number in your comment as well, right? So I can enter you into the giveaway. Your number is this number right here. Are you going for this fusion now, having seen this event calendar? Yes or no? Or I guess undecided even, it doesn't matter, but let me know. But yeah, okay, let's dive in. What is so shocking about this? Well, as we always do, start with the fragments available, and that looks fine, right? So we can basically forget about 35 from tournament leaderboards, which means there's not really 150, but really 115. This is very standard. Supreme Elhain is the one time they've kind of not done this, which means that there are 15 fragments that you can skip and still be able to complete this. And typically speaking, we're going, okay, there's 20 from Summon Rush, there's 15 from Champion Chase, and we can mix and match. You can do a little bit of Summon Rush and get Champion Chase. You could skip the Champion Chase to all the Summon Rush, and you'll be able to, you'll be able to skip some of them. What is going on here, though? Literally never, ever have they done this before. Summon Rush 1, Summon Rush 2, and no Champion Chase event. I have been, I don't know, maybe someone in the comments knows. I think I've been doing this for at least a year, right? These actual fusion plan videos. I think I've been doing these for a long time. And I've obviously been playing the game for about 2.5 years and following fusion plans and planning out fusions just for myself before I was a content creator as well. They have never done this. Never. This is a totally new format, which it's crazy. This is crazy. First of all, I guess there's a big question of what is going to happen this weekend. This was due to be 2x void. Question mark. So there's a really big question right now. There's a very big question right now of, is there going to be a 2x void at this weekend? Is there going to be something else? One big piece of advice for you guys. It was in the, let me see if I can find it. I'm not sure if I'll be able to. But basically in the Google Play up, here it is. Perfect. Here it is. Excellent. Look at this. Great. Sorry, I had to search for that a little bit. This was from what Google Play, right? Features of this patch of Raid Shadow Legends. A lot of other content creators have covered this. Soul Chase tournaments. Get as many souls as you can to earn points. Soulstone Rush. Basically summoning souls from Soulstones. So basically a Champion Chase and a Summon Rush version for Soulstones is coming. It is in the patch. That could be what is coming next weekend. It is for like whatever, like in a week and a half, right? You know what I mean? It could be, and that's definitely something to brace for in the future. And I will say, is double Summon Rush going to be the standard for fusions moving forward? It's possible. I think it's also very possible that Soulstone Rush and Soulstone Chase could be part of fusions from now on. So I would strongly recommend at this point, guys, to get on Iron Twins every day. Make sure you're using your Hydra keys every week. Get your clan pushing for Hydra. This is the time to do it, right? It's so important. And save those soul stones. Save your resources so you can get through this reasonably easily. So I'm worried it's going to be kind of tough, and it could stop you from getting a good fusion. Remember, I'm predicting the next fusion is probably going to be pretty good. Might be like a really good Sylvan Watcher, for example, because we know their faction crypt is going to be opening up. But we'll see. Let's look at this. The awkward thing about this, you can see immediately, why is 2 Summon Rush so bad? You need 20 fragments. There's 20 fragments, excuse me, available for each one. We can only skip 15 fragments. So you need really to do at least a chunk of both. Usually it's split up into 5 and 15. And oftentimes the 5 is for 2, 1, 5, 0 points. We'll see if that's still the case. The 15 can be anywhere between 3, 5, 0, oh, I've got such good writing with my mouse, or it can go all the way up to 5,000. I would say it's unlikely to go up to 5,000 with this champion because I think people really don't like her, but you never know, right? And they could run other events at this time. Plarium might disagree and think, actually, this champion's amazing. You never know. But yeah, so it's pretty rough. I would say likely the way you're going to have to do it is probably just to max out one of these summon rushes. We'll see if this one is cheap. If this summon rush here is not cheap, you could wait for the second one and hope. But you'd have to grab the 5 fragments from this and so on. And that's kind of what you have to do, is skip 15 from one of the summon rush events unless you're swimming in sacred and void shards for whatever reason somehow. And then you'll need to do everything else. So it's really bad. I think this is very, very player unfriendly. 2x voids, bearing in mind, for most of you, that is when you should be pulling your void shards, because it's the best source of epic void champions. And they are game changing, right? You get an Akemptum, you get a Godseeker Aneri, you get a Seer, right? These sorts of champions can totally change your account. Man-Eater, Demitha for unkillable clan boss, Demon Lord, right? They are so impactful to an account. You need to get as many as possible. And really, for at least the first year of playing the game, I'm like, 2x voids is the place I'm pulling my voids. So the fact that this is not part of the fusion makes it rough. And you got to complete 2 summon rush. Like I said, you probably want to pull your voids here. If they do the 2x voids, it's a question mark, but if it is there. So you got to use sacred shards for now 2 summon rush events in a row. Very difficult. That's very tough. This is about 4 sacreds worth. This could be 7 to 10 sacreds worth. And then you're looking at another 4. So you're looking at, what's that? Let's low ball it. Let's say it is both of these. It comes out at 7. You'd be looking for 7 for the first one, 4 for the next one. That's 11 sacred shards to get this champion. For me, that definitely pushes too far towards guaranteed champions. And the guaranteed champions are typically much better than this champion, in my opinion. So that makes it very underwhelming. If we look at the other stuff going on at the same time, though, obviously a big thing, we're always looking to sync up dungeon divers with events here. So one thing I would say immediately is you can do a bit of your dragon tournament on Saturday with dungeon divers 1, and then you can finish it off with ice golem. That's not so bad, which means that I'd be looking at that champion training right now. So get into champion training right now. No real harm in doing that and waiting to see how the summon rush looks if you're still on the fence. Champion training is something that you should really be doing anyway. When you're early game, you need to level up so many champs. No harm in getting your food ready to go. That's what I'd be doing here. Then over here, let's see, we've got we've got dungeon divers, only 2 this time. That's a bit better, which again syncs up beautifully with Spider, even with a bit of Fire Knight. So once more, pretty straightforward. Sunday the 18th, you're going to do blats through the rest of your Fire Knight. And then go through Spider as well. It's totally fine. You can do a little bit of Dragon and a little bit of Fire Knight here. That's totally fine, right? To get some points in, especially if you don't have much time to play. All I'm saying is you're going to get the most value if you double dip and you get your Dungeon Diver points going as well. And what that means is that this champion training, I'd say, is really going to be a focus in the second half of it, right? So you don't need to do it immediately. I'd be focusing on that Ice Golem first. Once Ice Golem is done, you're over to champion training and preferably getting it done pretty quickly before that Fire Knight comes in. So that's how that looks. The Dungeon Divers, I think it's not too bad for that setup. That part of it is fine, so that's okay. Classic Arena, we've got 1 right here. And we've got another right here. These are very, very easy. You just do your arena fights in Classic Arena and you're done. So long as you're even in silver, I think it's very straightforward. And then we have artifact enhancement events. We've got 1, we've got 2, and we have 3 different artifact enhancement events, which is intensive. So yeah, you're going to want to be saving your silver. We are also very likely to have, let me change the color to maybe like an orange. Yeah, there we go. So CVC should be here. So this should be CVC, and it's very likely to have personal rewards for this CVC. So it's going to be the Tuesday and the Wednesday, which is going to overlap perfectly with the Spider Tournament, Dungeon Divers. Artifact Enhancement, sadly, is not going to overlap, which is a nice double dip as well. But there you go. Look, Spider Tournament is going to be on during CVC. That's nice. So that makes Spider Tournament easy to do if you're trying to get good CVC points as well. It's the best dungeon for CVC points. That's cool. One thing to note, you're not going to be able to complete this fusion before CVC ends. It's simply not possible to get it done during CVC, which is interesting. And again, it's a change. I really expected, again, this 2x voids, I really expected it here to encourage you to do both summoning events so that you could summon her during personal reward CVC. That's not the case though. There's 25 fragments that don't even appear until after CVC ends. So that's a shock to me. I didn't see that one coming. I will be honest. I definitely didn't see this double summon rush coming. And look, that's how the event goes. Honestly, it's very simple. It's like 3 artifact enhancement events, save your silver, syncing up Dungeon Divers with your dungeon runs as shown. It's very straightforward, except for the double summon rush. That is really spicy. And yeah, honestly, here we go. Is this champion worth it? In my opinion, I'm going to have to say, for now, no. I will still start this champion training. Has it started yet in game? I'm not sure if it has. 1 minute. Okay, we'll check out what before the video ends. We'll see what the champs are going to be. So I would start the champion training. There might be okay rewards in there anyway. Build up some food. No harm in that. I would start it off. See what the summon rush is going to be. I mean, maybe you're close to Mercy Timer and there's really good 10x champs and you're gonna pull there anyway. It's possible. Maybe the summon rush is really low points. It's possible. But I think it's pretty unlikely. I think there's a 95% chance that really you should probably be skipping this fusion. She's an okay champion. I think she's actually slightly better than I expected her to be, but she's still like a good B, like a B+ sort of champion. She's decent, but not crazy. And yeah, if you are a spender, it's even quite hard to do this. Like you could. It's just so low value, really, to get the 5 fragments. You could get 5 fragments from both summon rush events and then buy the rest of the fragments with money afterwards if you're a spender. But I mean, you're going to be missing 15 fragments. That's going to be $30 to buy those fragments that you're missing, the 15 missing fragments. I just don't really see the point to invest. Again, investing about 8 sacred shards plus $30 for this champion, even as a spender. I mean, it's your money, but that seems pretty dodgy as well. Let's see this thing coming up here. Here we go. It's loading up. We'll see what this looks like. But yeah, look, I really think most people are going to skip this and just focus on getting your masteries done, getting maybe some Sand Devil done, building up some teams for Sylvan Watcher Faction Crypt, which is coming soon. Whatever. I think that's what people are going to do. I really see this, unfortunately, as being a very low value fusion. Here we go. Pretty easy to get the 3,800, I would say. There's some okay rewards in here. Not amazing, but not bad. Really no harm in getting that done, I would say. The Dragon Tournament is fairly standard as well. I'm going to get started on this event for me. I'm going to get started. I'm going to see how Summon Rush looks. And yeah, I don't know. I might just max out the seconds. If this Summon Rush is bad, I might just max out the second summon rush and buy the remaining fragments. I'd be missing 5. I can buy it for $10 or whatever. That's probably what I will do, is max out one summon rush and buy it. But I'm a content creator. I advise most of you probably not going to do that. And most of you are free to play, so you're not going to do that. Anyway, look, let me know. Again, reminder about the giveaway. Let me know your UM code and let me know, are you doing this fusion or not? And yeah, we'll see. Guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you tomorrow. Maybe I'll see you maybe later today, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Thanks for watching, though. See you next time. Goodbye.